I have no idea who's going to win this. I personally think that Jacob has the matchup experience to win this.
I'm excited to see this. I've never seen Samus.
Cleo in Scotland? It's not
Cleo,
really
but
so-
Jacob has beaten Ivy recently.
Yeah, I watched that. So
I've
it was
played a
pretty
fair
good.
bit of
honestly.
Jacob online as well.
He's much better at the matchup than I am. So we'll see.
What I'm curious to see is something that Jacob does that not many Samuses do, is stuff like short hop missile, and then like try and punish
just
the
hard.
missile break with like a down air or something like that. He also is very good at short hop missile. And I don't know if Chief's gonna be prepared for that, but it's like something you have to adapt to if you're gonna get Chief prepared.
I was
It
gonna
changes
say,
the whole
like,
scope of the matchup.
Chief doesn't seem like the type to have labbed out like how
No.
to deal with. Like I don't see him like crouching under missiles, for example.
For clarification, and just let me indulge here a little bit with my Samus knowledge. The short hop missile is insanely hard, and
Yes.
like if you don't,
Short hop fast fall missile.
short hop
Yes.
fast
Yeah,
fall missile.
that's the distinction.
If
yeah.
you
I was,
have
I was
not-
wondering what was so
It was
hard
like,
about
yeah.
that.
yeah, the fast fall.
Fast
I
fall.
see, I
The fast
see.
If
fall is
you've
the hard part.
not tried it, I guarantee you, open Uncle Punch right now and try and do a short hop fast fall missile.
You will get you'll hear the missile sound, but it won't come
And it
out.
won't, it's
Every
insane.
time.
So you just
And-
dry shot it basically.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the Falco laser thing, but worse.
Yeah.
And Jacob is unbelievably good at it.
Yeah.
And on controller as well. Like box Samuses can do it.
Yeah,
great,
yeah.
But like Jacob does it on controller and it's crazy. And it actually does make a massive difference in a lot of matchups.
Yeah.
But that reverse
Because
fair is like a
it
big.
like changes
that's a
the
big
range
thing.
in which they can play, right, to punish the missiles. Because usually
Yeah.
people are used to really slow on coming out.
And it's also like the height as well is harder to power shield. Like
Okay.
when it's nice
that
and
makes
low,
sense.
it's a lot harder to power shield because of like the power shield coming up like at the top of the carries or whatever. So it does really make a difference. I couldn't give Chief any preparation for that, so we'll see if he can deal with it.
What I'm seeing from Chief right now is you pick Dreamland as a start. I believe Dreamland to be a great stage for Sheik in a matchup, depending on the playstyle Sheik playing. But he's not really willing to charge needles that much, and it feels
Okay.
kind of weird for him to like decide to like be willing to start that stage without using the needles as much as he probably should be on this stage.
That's
Is there any possibility that you picked this just to get it out of the way?
Quite
I
possibly.
mean,
yeah.
there's a possibility, but I do believe it's actually. Honestly, like I was writing a Samus guide for Sheik players like a while back, and honestly, I think this is the best starter for Sheik.
Okay.
Because Samus is always going to strike like either Yoshi's or Battlefield, which are probably worse stages. I think Battlefield is. I think Dreamland is probably still one of the best starter stages you can get at Sheik because you're not really scared of dying of like edge guards and stuff like that very much. And the space is very good for Sheik. You have tools like needles, and the edge guard is longer, but that also means Samus will go lower, so you have more opportunities for Neeble snipes and snipes on the Zare edge guards.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
The space is very, very nice for Sheik. It's not like Pokemon where
Yeah,
Samus is not missing.
As Sheik in this matchup, you want Samus to come to you. And like, needles are such a good incentive for that.
Yeah.
Alright.
How are we feeling about Chief's Sheik? What's the verdict?
I mean, I have choice words about everyone.
I think it's okay in the scrap so far, but I don't think he's playing the distance well enough, especially on this stage specifically. Like,
Oh, I just feel like he's trying to fight Sheik a lot.
yeah,
And
exactly.
I feel like that's probably not where
you're
Sheik
gonna-
wins the matchup enough, right?
If you're gonna do this, just go to Yoshi's.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, maybe a controversial opinion, but I do think that Chief's mouth would just do better.
Yeah, I think he's one of those like Duma Moth versus Mid.
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
'Cause
And
he
I
does this
s-
for Yoshi as
I
well.
swear this has only happened because I beat him one time. One
I
time!
think I remember this one.
Over a year ago, and he's just like, yeah, it's unwinnable.
Wait, so this is your fault?
This is
Yeah.
my
Oh
fault.
my
I'll tell you
God.
what, this is Naproxen's influence as well, because
Yeah.
Naproxen is classically
He's
a
such a
in this
doomer
matchup.
about the matchup.
Yeah.
Are that Moth Samus?
It's fine. Come on.
Marth definitely.
Chief is good enough to beat Samus
Yeah.
with Marth.
It's just more effort than it was.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know, is it? Is
Yeah,
it?
for sure, for
Do you
sure.
think so?
I think so.
I think it's a more patient game,
So
but I don't know whether it's
my
like
hot
more...
take on this matchup, and something I've been told off for saying, is that this matchup is impossible for Samus. And like Samus players be like, no, you can do this and this and this, and it's like, here's the thing, it's a very conditioned, like Samus has to play the conditioning game to a T in this matchup versus an equal skilled
It
opponent.
is very
to,
hard.
All
be
I'm
actually-
saying is more 3-0 Jake, alright? All I'm saying is more 3-0 Jake.
Yeah, and I will, okay.
Yeah.
And in my scrub's
Thank
opinion,
you. Good point.
I think
Frederick.
Jamin would play that asset absolutely horribly. But it is
Hey,
what
that's
it
what he
is.
Oh, I don't think he needed to roll there. I think neutral guy get up was the right option there.
That was the one thing I thought from watching the ID set was like, I think that edge guards were decent, but they could be pushed a bit further.
There we go. Neutral guy, but that could have also just been a forward smash.
Yeah, right. Like, it's not like they're doing the right thing, but maybe the details.
I mean, I'm going to put that down to nerves of just like
Yeah.
reacting in the moment. Like, I'm just going to down smash and he'll hit.
Yeah.
If he's behind me or in front of me, it doesn't matter.
So,
One of the two. It'll hit.
Yeah.
Jacob takes game 1. I'm curious to see where Chief will go. Obviously, she has no bad stages in the
Chief
matchup.
said to me before the set, I don't know what stages are good. So,
I think it's really like a comfort
Still
pick.
going to Phantom
I think
Dreams.
the only stages you don't want to counter pick is probably like the stage that Samus is going to prefer to pick herself, such as Fog or probably Stadium.
Yeah.
Mostly. But
I
honestly,
personally
it's mostly
think
comfort.
I think he should go. I think Chief should go Battlefield.
Yeah,
just
I agree.
because
100% agree.
Jacob
Should
is.
go off.
I.
True.
So true. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Ah, he's got the red sheet counter.
Oh,
That was
that's
the
my
difference.
sheet right there. No, that's for me. I know he's doing this for me.
He's just like me.
He's just like me for real.
For real.
Actually, if it's me, he's not losing.
All right.
Is this looking very XE-esque so far?
No. He's not camping nearly enough. He needs to press that B button way more. Oh no,
Yep.
Sheep!
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
That is.
Taking the side of the Sheik here because like, I hate watching Sheik lose to Samus.
Oh,
I feel like it should just not happen.
we're literally opposite sides of the spectrum here. I live for this shit.
I mean, if Samus wins, they 100% deserve it. There's no denying that. Like,
oh,
wait,
what?
wow, okay.
How
So
did it
there's
get
like,
through?
so
What?
there's these like specific
high.
areas of
Too high,
Battlefield,
yeah.
like where it just goes through.
Okay,
It's
I've literally
insane.
never seen that, and I've played
Yeah.
for like
Yeah.
a million hours.
That-
That has happened to me
That's
more
crazy.
times than I care to.
I've
admit.
literally seen more like drop through stadium glitch than that happening.
No, it does
I didn't
happen.
even know that was a thing. Like,
It's crazy. If you just do it a little bit too high, it's just that little
Yeah.
bit between the stage and the little
Yeah, wow.
the nook. It doesn't work.
I was impressed that Jake's got the aerial interrupt. I always find that's like one of the most impressive things to do with Samus, like on this stage.
On this stage,
Super
for
hard.
sure.
Yeah.
On this stage, it's really hard. But when you're learning aerial interrupts, people just say, just learn it on Battlefield. Because once you
Yeah.
can do it on Battlefield, you can do it on any
everywhere.
stage.
Yeah.
So you may as well just learn it on Battlefield.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So
He tried to
I
fair.
feel like so
Can't do
something Chief has not been doing is the answer text, and like while we know is kind of like seen as this redundant mechanic these days, kind of players cover it so much. Samus has a pretty hard time dealing with answer text,
Yeah.
specifically on their Baron Mare. So she can actually go for answer text, especially on platforms with Samus, and like that could have been the difference between him living and him dying to that edge guard right
Yeah,
there.
a lot of Samuses will do like forward tilt rather than a stronger move because it's
Exactly.
quicker,
Yeah.
so that you can follow up afterwards.
But when Sheik recovers on the platform, it's really hard to do anything but a bear and still
Yeah.
hit it.
Yeah, it's really hard.
What I'd like to see from Chief, I mean, outside of the charging Eagles more, is like when Jacob goes to these platforms, he tends to like drop through like a missile, like most Samuses do. There's this really strong thing you can do with Sheik, which is like down tilt as an anti-air under the platform, and it just
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
interrupts the.
It goes a lot
the
higher
platform
than
missile.
you'd think.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, Samus has like one frame to beat Sheik down tilt with her down air, and that's it. Like that's the only move that can beat Sheik down tilt, and it's one frame. So it's pretty. So I'd like to see him go for it more as like an anti-air versus him, especially if it's underneath the platforms, because that can be pretty big. Because like the down tilt onto the platform to set you up for like a fair edge
Yeah,
guard
yeah, it's
or
a
an
great
up
move.
air kill, and he's not been doing that. I think it's like a really important thing.
That said, we've been shit talking Chief, but like it is pretty even right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
for sure,
Like-
for sure.
Sorry, I realized that we are excluding you both from the conversation.
Yeah,
we don't have anything to cut to.
I was
have-
gonna say, you two are
You
like,
have the
this is
matchup
like,
enthusiast
we need
right
like
here.
a fucking mod set to watch.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
yeah.
this is like the feast for the Samus Sheik people. I was like, we'll
I'm just
sit our
excited.
stupid
I
ass down
never
and
get to commentate
There's like 10
Samus's
people in
ever.
chat that are popping off.
Yeah,
They're like,
that's
oh my
fine.
god,
You
it's
two
my
carry
favorite
on.
matchup.
Like,
And this is actually
Information
low-key
right
my favorite matchup, though. I can't lie.
I-
I know it's definitely not Skips's, but
this
this
is
absolutely
my least favorite
by
matchup.
far.
This is my idea of how this matchup. But like, I rarely get to commentate Samus's, so it's really fun. Especially Jacob. Like,
You're
rarely
on
at the
that
same.
card, honestly. And this is a feast of knowledge.
So,
I'm learning all of it.
Has any of you actually played either of these players, like as Sheik or Samus? Because I know friends has played a bunch of Sheik, but
Not in this matchup. No. I mean, I used to play Samus for like a brief period.
Really?
So I know some stuff here.
I
That's
heard,
why I know about all this.
I heard you were a Samus main when you
I was.
started.
No, not when I started.
Okay.
Like, about a year or two in,
That's
I
good.
had a Samus stint.
What color did you play?
I think I just played normal, like, orange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. But like
it
at
says
the
a lot.
time, I was just like, I'm just gonna do all of the technical stuff and have no neutral.
It's
So I
like-
was like the slippy kid of 2015.
Do you guys feel like asking people what color they play is kind of like the horoscope of Melee? It's just like are you a Taurus?
actually,
or an,
it's funny
are
you
you
say
a
that.
purple or a red Samus?
Somebody on the
Like-
Sheik Discord the other day posted like this a survey, and at the end it included an obligatory response where to tell them which star sign you were.
I remember I used to get a lot of shit for being white moth. I had to change it to red moth. Because every
Yeah.
time I sat down, people were like, oh, you playing white moth?
I
I
can't
was
lie.
like, shut the fuck up, bro.
Why is
White's flames, bro. I had to change
I
it
don't
to
know
stop,
about
to
that.
stop the purists. So
It's
sick
so
of it.
silly because like I see all these tier lists of people just posting like, yeah, green mask. They're all like super aggressive and like really like technical. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
I mean, who's even green moth? Like, the only one I can think of is like Rishi.
Kodorin, right?
Oh yeah.
He's pretty good.
You wouldn't believe the brain that I have. But
oh,
this,
tournament winner!
this game went to 2 minutes 30 seconds. That's
I was gonna say we've got time. We're already on. That
The
was game 2.
gamers.
and they were fighting.
The
They were
gamers.
fighting it out. Like
You have literally the rest of the Sheik Samus Encyclopedia to get out, and you've still got time at the end.
Yeah. What should we talk about next?
well, actually, I have
which
something to
neutral
say.
interaction should we break down?
So Chief said to me, I asked him a few days ago, but I asked him if there was anything he wanted the people to know to tell me, and he said,
Oh, I love
Well,
the backstage goss. I love it.
first of all, he said, come to Dragon's Dojo 5 and Arkham Melee. But second of
Always be
all,
plugging.
he gave me the classic Chief response. He said, I asked what he thought of Kingu, and he just gave me 3 dots as a response.
Damn. I hope that's like the winners finals tonight. I want to see it.
But then he also added, I'm just trying to be there mostly as a spectator, and there shouldn't be any expectation for me considering how inactive I've been. So, you know, classic Chief freedom.
Classic
but we won't go into it.
Chief, yeah,
We won't go into it.
retired
But that was
player.
exactly what I was expecting from him.
I love
Anyways.
the Rust Classic. I absolutely love the Rust exclusive.
So we got Pokemon Stadium. Honestly, probably the best stage for Samus in this
Yeah.
matchup.
Frozen Stadium is just
Yes.
like such a huge buff to Samus.
sure.
It's crazy. So
And
much
add
better.
the obligatory Samus can do lots of missiles on this stage.
Yeah.
Using the platform.
So funnily enough, it shouldn't really matter for Sheik because she can crouch under
Yeah.
most.
Yeah.
And she
Chief
can
does
even
not know
run under certain missile heights, which makes it easier for her to approach Samus.
But it's also the fact that there's no top platform.
Yeah.
And not just this matchup, but a lot of matchups. No top platform is really helpful a lot of the time.
What I want to see from Chief on this stage, which I think is pretty good with the Samus in general, is like the aerial, no lands on platforms.
Yeah.
That's big versus Samus. It's big in every matchup, but like against Samus, you can get so much off of it. Like converting like down throws basically
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Oh, bomb carpet. Doesn't get any
It's
from it.
like I could guarantee you, Jacob was just waiting for the chance.
Ooh, there it is.
Oh, that's a
Big
big
ups,
utter.
yeah, big ups.
It's really nice seeing like the ideas. You can see like they're not touching each other, but you're like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can see where they're both going for it. You see the cogs turning.
They're putting their brain power into
What
this.
was
Like,
that?
There's a lot of nothing happening, but so much at the same time.
so Chief went for a down smash down. His down smash has not been like too like really working out for him so far this set. Like down smash is a pretty good, interesting option as a Samus because Samus will tend to spot dodge a lot out of shield or just in general, and like down smash covers a lot of that, and it's kind of tricky for Samus to punish.
It is tricky.
Because
You can do the spot dodge thing, right?
Exactly, yeah,
Like, that's
yeah.
the one thing. But
That is the one thing.
That is the one thing.
That is the one.
But it seems like Chief's been misspacing most of his form. Okay, going back to Baron neutral. See, like that's like the kind of thing that Chief needs to do in neutral. And,
Yeah.
Like, Chief is
Save.
finally doing it. Nice. Okay.
Fine,
Really
down
nice.
tilt thing.
Yeah, the
tilt.
down tilts in the corner is so good.
Oh, nice sweet spot.
Yeah. Really nice. Yeah.
It's
That's
the
exactly what I was
first,
saying
like,
earlier.
lead Chiefs in a while.
Yeah. See, I feel like when Sheik is in the lead, the way I think the matchup should be played is like Sheik needs to just get as much as she can off the low percent Samus, which is coming back. I think Chief should like mostly be camping here in a way, or trying to fish routines, like one or the other, because they're going to get you a lot of percent, and then like if you come back next stock, you can still trade with her, which is fine, and probably take the stock because the edge guard is kind of free.
No, this is like super hard to deal with this time.
Yeah.
Oh, but nice now.
I mean, I think Chief's like playing the game plan better, but it's like, can he do that for the whole set, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's very easy to stop playing Rock for like 2 stocks, 3 stocks, but to keep that going between games.
I think Chief has it like kind of, I wouldn't say figured out, but like if he keeps playing like this, he's gonna win.
Yeah.
Because this is exactly what you need to do. Whether you're behind or ahead, like the way he's playing right now is so hard for Samus to deal with. And you're so grounded, so ready to like stuff approaches and cover multiple options. Like it just gets so hard for Samus. Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
Jacob went for like
That actually caught the
jump
short
missile.
hold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think he heard us, Loki?
I wonder. I honestly wonder.
Maybe that's why he
because-
pulled up on his phone.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
screen,
yeah, yeah.
The transcript.
Because yeah, it's been doing wonders for him this game. Good DI.
Like, I think one thing there is, like, you can up tilt, right? So, like, up tilt back air or something to get
Yeah.
more damage.
Up tilt's definitely.
Or even up tilt charge shot if you have it.
Yeah, yeah. Down smash, you can just DI in a little bit too easily.
See,
And it sends you so high up, there's just like.
Yeah.
So in that interaction there, for example, Chief down throw it and Jacob landed on the platform. And Chief didn't have time to punish it, but if he had that aerial, like the no impact land, he could have punished that.
Yeah.
Just a normal get up. And that's like something that's really, really key for Sheik on the stage. I mean, it's not key in the sense like Sheik already needs Samus on the stage.
Something
But
that I saw Max was doing that a lot earlier in a set versus. I can't remember who it was, but he hit so many of them and he was getting so much off of it. Like, just grabs on the platforms from the down throw, just set up again. It's really good. Jacob's spacing so good.
Sheik is feeling.
Oh, I hate Sheik. I hate Sheik so much.
Oh,
Tries to go the reverse there. Doesn't quite work out.
It is kind of tricky at times.
Yeah, it's definitely awkward.
Yeah, I probably would have missed that too.
Okay. Jacob playing really well. Oh!
Sheik is like Chief is just not scared.
Oh, what a grab.
Maybe you should be. I feel like at this kind of percent, you should probably be fishing for more
That's
stuff
gotta
like
be dead, yeah.
like crouch
Wow.
jab. But yeah, he eventually gets it. And those kind of percents kind of tricky versus
Yeah.
because like you need to get a grab or a jab, but like getting raw hits can kind of be what leads you into getting like reversal.
Yeah.
Maybe what gets you killed, but
Oh.
overall, pretty honestly very solid.
All right,
game
Chief
from
looking
Chief.
good,
He
yeah.
was doing the right things, I would say, in that game for sure. I feel like he's definitely like caught on to how Jacob is playing, and like once that happens, it's money. So I'm wondering what
Yes.
Jacob will change up now to be able to like.
Something that Jacob loves doing is like wave dashing past you and
Yeah.
like pressuring the back of your shield.
Yeah,
And
we saw
Chief
that
hasn't
from
like been biting at all, and he's
Yeah.
just been chilling.
stuff like him way dashing through Chief,
There
like
it is.
doing like jabs or down smash and stuff like that. They can really mess you up.
I do
But
wonder how like the stamina will manage as well. It's like a really long set, and I'm just wondering,
Yeah.
has Chief played like sets this long?
I actually feel like it's always harder for the Samus in this sense, because
But wouldn't you be used to it, like as a Samus, because you're used to like the longer matches?
yeah, potentially. I don't know, what
I
do
think if
think?
you were a Sheik main, like
Yeah.
you play this a lot, but like Chief, I feel like he never has a set that lasts more than like 10 minutes.
That's what I mean.
Just
like-
with how he plays, like he's just so swingy, right? Like,
Yeah,
so this is definitely like not.
I mean,
natural for him.
Jacob's definitely used to the longer sets. He recently
Yeah.
lost a 45-minute long grand finals
To
versus Stylo in
Wow.
Scotland. So,
Yeah.
and I've heard they've had plenty of sets as long as that.
Yeah. I mean,
So he's definitely used to the longer sets.
that much was a hellscape, and the fact that he's able to like be so positive on Steiner after so long, like, is actually insane to me. But I don't know. They are two very different matchups. And I think while Puff Samus is very taxing for most players, I think that this matchup is only really taxing for Samus because you're the one that has to do most of the brain work.
I mean, I'm so biased.
Oh,
I hate Sheik
Sheik.
so
Yeah.
much.
Same.
Like, I just hate Sheik. I just hate her so much. So like, if you ask me, oh yeah, is this matchup really taxing? I'd say this matchup has taken years off my life. I fucking
Exactly.
I hate this matchup.
That's how we want you to feel.
That's what I mean, and these two are going through like the mental fortitude of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it's harder than I think a lot of people realize, like sticking in a match for so long.
yeah. It's
Actually,
exhausting.
yeah.
Especially when you're Jacob right now and you're down a game, knowing you need to win not just this game but another one as well. That's rough.
2 in a row.
Yeah, it's hard. Has he got no desert?
No, he's got none.
This is like the worst
Yeah.
place to
Oh.
be. Yeah. Okay.
It's a climb.
One thing I've not seen Sheik, I keep confusing Sheik and Chief. Like, one thing I've not seen Chief do
Technology.
is Sammy stalls. He tries to go to Shino stalls.
Oh, he definitely doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah, and that's like, it's actually so important versus floaties, but Samus as well. It's just like Shino stall because you're not going to risk saving her with an up.
Yeah,
Somebody sent Chief the guide.
Yeah.
Samus guide.
yeah. Ooh, okay. I'm surprised that caught. Yeah, nice reverse. The early, pulled the
okay.
trigger.
Jacob is struggling though, but I can't exactly
Yeah.
pinpoint why. Like, that's the thing. I can't really tell you what Jacob needs to be doing to be able to beat Chief when he's playing like this, because Chief is playing really solid. Like, I 100% agree with not saying that Chief is
the
doing.
only option. Just quit out.
Just pick Fox, is that what you're saying? Or any other character.
This matchup's unwinnable. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, Chief right now is, I can't lie, I'm a big fan of how he's playing, for sure. Like, first game was like, I was like shaking my head, and ever since I've been like, yeah, you're doing well.
I think it's one of these where like when it's a secondary that you're playing, like you're gonna get better as the set goes on, because you're
Yeah.
not as familiar,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it just takes that time to like.
Yeah,
remember.
for
I feel like the main thing is just like I don't think Jacob's getting enough like hard punishes, and I don't think there's many grabs
Yeah.
coming out either, right?
No,
Like, I feel like that's where Samus gets a lot of.
he was
like,
grabbing him a lot of
time.
game 1 and a bit of game 2, but ever since, like,
Yeah.
Chief has been really good at avoiding those. I think Jacob's not been throwing him out nearly as
Yeah.
much.
I mean, obviously people talk about like the risk reward of like Samus grab, and like I feel like in this matchup the risk is so
It is really
high.
you
It's
can
like-
literally just react boost grab.
But it's
grab
like
it from half
you
a
have
step
to
away.
do it, right?
You
How
have
is he
to.
ever
You
gonna
have
hit?
to.
You
Like,
have
like
to
look
do
how
it.
much you can just.
It's
shield
just
them
scary. It's just so scary.
I will say that I don't feel like Jacob's missile game has necessarily been on point in this set, like especially on this stage. Like I'm used to like having played him a bunch of times. I'm used
Yeah.
to seeing him do a lot better in his pressure with the missiles.
Sorry, I just realized how funny it is that like in the first 2 sets we were like, wow, Chief sucks, and then we're just like, yeah, Jacob sucks. Like it's just like throwing me off.
Oh,
Damn, Jacob kind of blows. You know what I'm saying? It's just messing me up.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah,
3-1.
she was
GG.
achieved very. I'm very impressed by it.
Oh, I feel bad. I shouldn't have warmed him up.